We start with a point.
Hi, it's Rob Bryant, and welcome back to the Imagining the 10th Dimension video blog. Taking a little bit of a side trip this time. This is a blog entry that went up on June 14th, 2009 in the text version, and we do provide a link to that over to the right. This is in celebration of a film that was released in theaters at the end of June, which my company, Talking Dog Studios, did the sound and the music for. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. One of my guilty pleasures for most of my adult life has been horror films that get so outrageous that you have to laugh. 1986's House and 1987's Evil Dead 2 being examples from way back when. The last few years of what the media have come to call torture porn, grim films like Saw and Hostel, are definitely not what I'm talking about here. Last blog I talked about a new classic from Sam Raimi, creator of the original Evil Dead Army of Darkness series, and also now famous as the director of the blockbuster Spider-Man movies. The film is called Drag Me to Hell, and it has a level of inventiveness and an outrageous sensibility that makes this film exactly what I'm talking about. Even when bad things are happening, we as an audience are allowed moments to laugh at how unbelievably horrible it all really is. Some would call this style black comedy, and as long as you can appreciate how black our main characters' futures can get in movies such as these, then I think black comedy is an entirely appropriate term for this, one of my favorite kinds of movies. Imagine my thrill, then, to be allowed to work with Jennifer Lynch, who co-wrote and directed the film Surveillance, which opened at the end of June, and which is now available on DVD. The image you're seeing beside me here is from the Apple Trailers website, and we will provide a link to one of the trailers for Surveillance. I'm honored to say that my company, Talking Dog Studios, created the music and 5.1 theatrical sound for the movie, which was invited to appear last year at the Cannes Film Festival, where it received a standing ovation. Ray Bennett of The Hollywood Reporter gave the film these nice comments. The film looks great, with cinematographer Peter Wunstorf using different stock and inventive angles to good effect, while Todd Bryanton's score helps maintain a constant undercurrent of dread. Lynch fills the screen with elements that some viewers of the film will want to go back to watch more than once. Now, if you're watching the trailer that we're going to provide you a link with, you'll get the impression that this film is going to be ultra-violent and dark, and that's not far off the mark. But within this film, there is also a quirky sense of the absurd, and a slightly surreal approach that tells us the apple has not fallen far from the tree, as Jennifer Lynch's father is, of course, David Lynch, who acted as executive producer of the film. I'm sure this film is going to find an audience who will want to watch it many times over now that it's in DVD release. And for me, I think that's because, as dark as this film gets, there's still a bemused humor that keeps peeking out to save us from being completely dragged into the abyss. I do hope those of you who are fans of this genre will go out and see this movie and enjoy the journey. Next time, we're going to have a special entry in honor of Paul McCartney's birthday, which was also back in June, and the entry is called Happy Birthday, Paul.